park police are
It starts by storming Blackgate!
What's going on, everyone? So welcome to my latest review. This is, of course, another 2021 film called Coda. Coda is a movie that I had no clue what it was about going into it. All I knew was that people were raving about it on Letterboxd. Didn't see the trailer. No marketing whatsoever. For those of you that want to know a little bit about the movie, I personally think you guys should go in blind. But I will say, if you guys want to know a little bit, I'll give you guys the initials of what Coda stands for. It stands for Children of Deaf Adults. And it's a coming-of-age story and also at the same time a searing family drama. That's all I'm going to say about this movie. Go into it knowing as little as possible because I know for myself that's what I did. And I have to say, I was very pleasantly surprised. You know, I'm filming this towards the very, very end of August. And I have to say, this year's been pretty disappointing for movies for the most part. I think a lot of it has to do with the pandemic. But this movie is very fresh and invigorating. This is a movie I wish that was in theaters. Unfortunately, it is on Apple TV. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of people don't have Apple TV, at least that I know. I only have Apple TV because it's free as of right now because I got a new Apple product, obviously my cell phone. But the reason why I'm saying this is because it's a shame because I feel like this should be on somewhere in theaters or Netflix or physical media, somewhere so that people can really honestly be aware of it because this is a very special movie. It takes the coming-of-age genre and family drama and really puts the two together and makes for a very, very compelling story, honestly. I really dug the characters. I thought the characters were very well realized, fleshed out, especially the lead character. I thought she did a great job. And honestly, for the deaf community, this is definitely a huge step in terms of representation. Obviously, we got Sound of Metal, which was about someone that was obviously progressing to that point. But this is someone where we have three characters that are 100% deaf. And they cast real-life individuals that are, in fact, deaf. So it makes it even more authentic. And they do a great job. I mean, this is definitely a movie that, in terms of the characters, in terms of the humor, in terms of the cinematography, it's all top-notch stuff. And I really liked the drama. I thought the drama really worked. There were definitely moments in here where I'm not going to lie, I got really emotional. It was definitely good in terms of the directing where it really makes you, as a viewer, really feel affected by the characters. Like when a character faces something that's like hardship, you as a viewer can't help but feel that hardship. And it's also a crowd-pleasing movie at the same time. Like, yeah, there's a lot of hardship and everything, but as I mentioned earlier, there is touches of humor here and there. And I do think that that combination really makes the tone set to where you can 1 minute literally be almost holding back tears, the next moment laughing. And it's very impressive stuff, honestly. I would say there are, like, elements to this of, like, Good Will Hunting. Like, I don't know why, but I couldn't help but think about that movie where it's like that movie also is a prime example of, hey, we can make you laugh, but don't worry, we can almost bring you to tears. And I think that that's something that's really admirable about this movie. Now, as much as I like the story, and especially the representation and everything, I will say that there were certain beats, especially early on, like the first 20 minutes or so, that I did find to be kind of, unfortunately, trappings of the genre instead of, like, obviously being the more original, compelling individuals that were progressing after the first, like, 20 minutes or so. But even after the first 20 minutes here and there were some, again, trappings of the genre. But besides that, this is definitely a fresh take on this genre. And again, I really advise you as viewers to honestly go into this movie knowing as little as possible. I hate it when a movie reviewer has it where it's like they're talking about a movie that isn't really known and then they start talking about the plot and everything. I don't like that or even really a premise because for myself, I want to go into a movie knowing as little as possible. So that way I feel like it's engulfing. Like the movie The Wailing, for example, is a movie that I had no idea what it was going into it, and I'm so glad I did because that movie blew my mind. And Coda, I'm not going to say it's going to blow your mind the way The Wailing might, but I will say, again, Coda is definitely a fresh perspective, and I think that it's a movie that definitely is going to be like a template for other future movies that are going to be tackling, obviously, the deaf community. And I think that more movies should come out about that. And again, Coda, for me personally, it's a very fresh perspective, and I got to say, Coda, for me, it's giving a 4 out of 5 star rating, which, for there's like a hot sauce rating, gets the good old Louisiana Pure Crystal hot sauce. So, yeah, it's good. Would definitely recommend it. A lot of people seem to be giving it 4.5, 5 stars. That's fine. I can respect that. For me, it's 4 out of 5 because, again, it did fall into some trappings. And, again, it did take me a little bit to get into it. It's an hour and, I think, 51 minutes. So, an hour and a half after the first 20 minutes, I was able to really get into it. But, yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on Coda if you have seen it. If you haven't seen it, let me know your thoughts when you guys do watch it down below. And also, what are some of your favorite movies of 2021? Let me know down below. And as always, don't forget the subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.